probably help if I took those things off mute, right?
I'm so fearful.
Yeah, I'm so fearful of everything. Yeah, good morning. Welcome to TARTLEcast, TCast, whatever you want to call it. We're just here spreading...
with Alexander McCaig and Jason Rigby.
Spreading some knowledge, right?
So, Mr. McCaig, what is your... what's the commercial that Mastercard used to have? What's in your wallet?
Yeah, what's in your wallet? No. Is that Mastercard? What's in your wallet?
Was it Visa? Yeah, I don't know.
Or was it Capital One? What's in your wallet?
Yeah, it was something like that. But there was. Remember were you? Do you ever remember the Mastercard commercials?
Do they even advertise?
They used to have. I don't know if they advertise anymore, but back in the '90s, they used to have Mastercard commercials, and it was kind of cool to have a Mastercard. You know.
Yeah, I gotta have the Master.
Mm-hmm.
It's just think about the brand name. It's the Mastercard.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's the top one. It's numero uno. You know, and you can be global with your Mastercard. And the whole idea is here is like, it's about processing transactions, you know, efficiently. If I can be in some sort of country, one of 180 countries, swipe my Mastercard, I need it to work because that's what I plan my vacation and my trip on. Okay. So for Mastercard, a lot of their money is spent on data centers. Mm-hmm. They only, you think of it, it's a financing operation. It's a data operation, hands down. And these data centers are so large, processing such a high volume of transactions, it requires a huge energetic output. And Mastercard has built its own sovereign data centers across 180 countries on the globe. So they have these just pretty much these big buildings just sucking huge amounts of energy.
What if they said instead, let's decentralize it, put it on the blockchain, and then use cryptocurrency, and wherever you go, you just purchase.
See, now that's
we give the right to the individual.
What a utopian future we could all dream of. Put the processing power on their cell phone.
But then, do we need Mastercard?
Yeah, I think no, you don't. You don't need Mastercards. You don't need central banks. You don't need any of that stuff. But we choose to do it right now. So that's a side point. Don't get me distracted. Don't get me amped up.
So Mastercard joins this article. Mastercard joins Net Zero Climate Club with audacious 2050 goals. Okay. 2050.
Why
30 years?
Why, that's way too long. What do you need 30 years to do? Mastercard, you have so much money, do it tomorrow.
So
am I wrong? Am I wrong? Oh, am I crazy though?
No.
Why do companies need to put
so
it 30
this Net
years
Zero
out?
Climate Club is no greenhouse gas emissions by 2050.
Dude, I am going to forget about Mastercard in 30 years. Mastercard is going to forget about Mastercard in 30 years.
I think I don't think they're going to be around in 30 years.
They're going to disappear. Yeah. And you're telling me this is not, what do they call the goal? Audacious?
Mm-hmm.
What about it as audacious? It'd be audacious if they said they were going to do it next week. 30 years from now, you could do nothing for the next 15 years. Literally nothing, but you said you're doing it. Great.
Well, I think it's also, a lot of companies, if shareholder value is number one, and then what is the stock price?
Well, it's all about the ESG and the portfolios.
Then whenever you look at something like this, is this and I'm not saying this is the intent of MasterCard at all, but I'm just saying a lot of this is just a cool thing to do, to be woke or to be liberal or to be, whatever it is. It's like, we're zero.
ESG.
Yeah, we're zero emissions, by
You're not anything.
Yeah.
You're in 180 countries right now burning through electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need 30 years to get a job done? What's so hard about that? I bet you, bang, right now, just what just happened, the amount of transactions that just happened, they could have bought a wind turbine with those profits. Hold on. There's another one they could have purchased. You could have this goal done in a week, frankly. Just run everything on these wind turbines and whatever it might be.
But even because profit's not bad.
No,
so
profit's
what
not
if
bad.
what if you surveyed all Mastercard users and said, our fees are going to raise 0.003% because we're made an audacious goal to be done in 5 years instead of 50 years.
Would you be willing to that sort of
to
raise?
help us fund this? We're gonna split the cost 50-50 with you.
Yeah.
Would this be something you're interested in? And if everybody says yes, all these MasterCard holders say yes, then you move in that direction and that becomes a priority.
Think about this. Imagine if you had a MasterCard. Every time I swiped it planted a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I swiped it donated to this charity that I cared about.
Or it helped the Big Seven.
Oh my gosh. How amazing would that be? Wouldn't that just be incredible? But do not give me some 30-year thing about, we have there's nothing audacious about that.
Mm-mm.
You know what's audacious about what we're doing here at TARTLE? Is we got the Big Seven and we need this thing fixed by next year. I don't want to wait 30 years to then get around to the point of fixing things for the climate or then focusing on human rights. Do it right this second. If you have the ability to do it now, do it. Do not wait. That goes for just about everything positive in this life that'd be beneficial to us. Why wait?
Yeah, because I think if we get too involved in doing reports and collecting data and having all these scientists and then making these conservative assumptions based off of this false data, that we get into this whole idea of, well, let's, 30 years, this will give us plenty of time to be able to accomplish this. And then here, and it's like, at some point, you're pushing it. No, you as a CEO are not going to be there. And, the average CEO, I think, is 8 years.
Yeah, they're tenure.
You're not going to be there. So why wouldn't a CEO, our president, our prime minister, or whoever it may be, why wouldn't you say in my time frame? So in 4 years or in 8 years, this is what we're going to accomplish, because I can take, and this is what they don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And leadership does not want to do this across the world. Then I could take 100% responsibility for this cause.
They don't want to take responsibility for it. I would like to go back at all the people that had a 2010 plan, a 2000 plan, a 2020 plan, 2015 plan.
See,
how many of you actually did it?
How many articles did we see? Oh, in 2000, we said we were going to do this. Now it's 2020 and we accomplished that.
Yeah, I'd love to run a collection on these things. And listen, not to say that the end goal and vision is fantastic.
Right.
Hands down. But we don't need to be waiting 30 years to do something that can be done today.
Yeah, it's like more women in tech.
Are you shitting me? That should have been done forever ago.
Why is it all white guys?
Should have been more women in voting. Should have been more women. There always should be balance.
Yes.
And right now you're saying we want to wait 30 years to have balance? Mm-hmm. Come on. Snap out of your just delusion that you're sitting in.
Well, it's even CEOs, women that are CEOs. Yeah, it's gone up, but the percentages is going up. It's like, what's causing us not to look and understand that a woman could have just as good or better leadership than a man could have based off of their ability to be able to lead?
Is there
looking at gender?
Is she a human being?
That's what I'm saying.
Is she a human being? It's a simple question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then why is it
harder for a woman to become a CEO?
Why are
than
you
a man?
paying women less?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's proven.
Snap out of your delusion. What the heck is going on here? You know what I mean? Like, let's look at the data. Okay, if you have 180 data centers, stop being hypocritical with your 2030 goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just another. To me, it's just another fake lipstick on the pig.
Fake lipstick on the pig. Mastercard, we're not trying to bash on you. We're just saying, if you are sucking...
I'm talking about companies in general.
No, I know.
Because, I mean, this plays right into number 6.
No, I know that. And listen, I love the fact that Mastercard is saying, we want to get to that net zero thing. Great. I love that. I love that that is just the smallest focus in your transaction-based business. Like, that's what you want to do, right? But if you are a resource holder, do it tomorrow.
Right.
Do not wait 30 years. We've seen what waiting does for us. This reminds me a lot of like fusion technology. Oh, fusion. How many years have they been working on it?
Mm-hmm.
50 plus years? Why? What are you still working on it for? And you still say it's the promise. How many articles you read? Oh, a new fusion breakthrough, blah, 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 blah. All it sounds like is that 40 years went by and a new guy came in to take the old career path of somebody else and write a new paper.
Yes.
That's all it is. It's a new report of a new regime that has come and said, we need to focus on this. And do you think you're bending to, how the world is changing by saying this? No, the world is changing right now. Mm-hmm. Do not wait 30 years to change. And if you have so much data, if you can process so much, you should be able to understand the flow of resources better than anyone else. Mastercard processes so many transactions. You know how this consumer behavior is happening in the way you're collecting your data everywhere that it's swiped. Why are you not sharing that information with everybody? Why is that not happening? Why is Mastercard not selling that data on the TARTLE marketplace? Come together. If that's your 30-year goal and you really want to decrease, like that, you want to get to that net zero impact, well, then help share and help other people join you in that goal. That you're isolating yourself. You have 180 data centers that are yours, and you've locked all of the value of it to you, and you're not sharing in that value. Not that you have to. I'm not saying it's your responsibility. Of course, it's your choice. But just realize that you have the power to really unlock a lot of data and help other people understand what is going on here, and they can help you achieve that 2030 goal faster. Does that make sense?
Yes.
See you, Mastercard.